Welcome, Cancer Leo, to your mid-month reading for February. I hope you friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. And mid-month, getting straight into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. And I did put up a 3-hour meditative video for you guys. I said I would in the summertime, and I finally found time for it. Okay, so it's good for sleeping, relaxing, meditating, anything you need. I made it nice and long so that way you can use it as you want to. Okay, so not feeling united the way you want to feel united, maybe with someone at this time. And it's Valentine's Day, guys. Come on, right? 2 of Cups. Where'd you go? It just feels like poor choices, or that you might not be compatible, or they're refusing to see something that you want to see, or maybe you're refusing to see something that's sitting in front of your face to get how it resonates. You might feel like this is the separation due to disharmony. I do feel like more so, though, it's more about communication and miscommunication and not being able to see or what's really going on. It could be, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It could just be, anybody. It could be a friendship, co-workers. It could be anyone. But the point is that the poor communication that's going on within the situation is actually working on your health, whether it's mental health, which then can cause physical health issues because you get that stress, then you get a stomach ache, then you get a headache. See what I'm saying? So, and it's almost like they're separating themselves for whatever reason. And it could just be, the separation could be distancing. I feel more it's a distant thing because they're refusing to come to a compromise with the situation or refusing to see what is really going on. So there is no united in that area. So moving on. Moving on from this situation, it's almost, to the point where that's the only thing that can happen. It does feel like they're maybe distancing themselves more and more and more as it's going. Maybe you were looking for them to reconcile the situation, to come, say something, and instead they just keep moving away instead of getting closer. It is kind of heartbreaking in its own way, though, for a lot of you, because I think you thought it was just miscommunication, something that we could work on, something we could talk about, and they've decided to take a different direction. So getting straight into the situation is not even wanting to 100% confront the situation at all, and I do believe that they don't want to confront you about the situation, and I think that that's a big thing. I think the reason they keep distancing is maybe they know they're wrong. Maybe they know that you're not going to, maybe they feel like you're not going to listen, but it also feels like you're not going to 100% confront it because it feels like in the present, like maybe you've already tried to confront it and they just keep moving on from the situation, choosing your battles wisely in the recent past. And the leadership is upside down. Now, that does not mean that you're not a great leader. That does not mean any of that. What it means is I'm steering my reins in a different direction. I'm not taking the lead in this. Do not ask me to come and apologize to you for something that you have done. Okay, so when we have the leader, it just means I'm not going to be, over here because maybe you were already the bigger man. Maybe you already tried to fix this and it's saying they don't want to be the emperor. They don't want to be the bigger man to come and actually do something about it. So why would you want to come do this again? Were you going to plead? What do they want you to plead and beg for something that they did? Move on. So choosing your battles wisely over here, it also kind of feels ridiculous. Only for the fact that it feels like you're kind of like standing over here with all these people talking at you. Yeah, talking at you or behind your back. And, you know, you're over here going, well, I want to choose my battle wisely, but I don't understand. Why do I feel confusion in this situation? I don't understand why you guys are all, what you guys are doing. It feels like it could have been the first person and then it led to another person, to another person. I don't feel like, you know, the only thing with choose your battle is standing your ground, my friends, defending what is the truth. As they're all kind of coming at you, or these words or these situations, holding tight to what you know is the truth, holding tight to what you want. 10 of Pentacles, holding tight to your money, holding tight to what is true and good and prosperous to you. I don't think there's anything else you can really do, right? So in the recent past, you're saying, I don't even know what to do. I'm going to work. But it also feels like with the Four of Pentacles, they're holding tight to the situation in which they caused. Meaning they're not going to let it go. They continue to keep going and going and going. And it feels like where you just wanted peace, you wanted harmony, you wanted this and that, they are not seeing, see, they're not perceiving it the way it should be perceived. They're holding tight onto something that is, can I just tell you that half of whatever the hell is going on over here is useless, worthless information? Meaning it means nothing. It's literally dust that should have been swept under the rug, or it should just never, number one, it should just never have happened at all. It came out of the blue, it came out of nowhere, and they're just being inflexible, untrusting, and stubborn about the situation. Even if it was a situation where you guys had an argument, they're taking it 10 times overboard in the recent past. And relying on them with the Seven of Pentacles, relying on them to come and do exactly what is right, is not going to work. They're not going to fix this. Look, you've already had a strong reputation. You already have a strong reputation when it comes to your career. You know, you're already doing everything you're supposed to do there. Maybe this person just needs an ego check. Maybe they think that they're some kind of golden god. I think that it might be someone at work with a lot of you, that they've put themselves on a higher pedestal. Maybe they've only been there a couple weeks, months, something like that, but they want to come in and act like a golden god. I don't know. Maybe they think they're the emperor. I don't know, right? But the point is that don't expect them to do anything. You know, if you already confronted the situation and you already know that, my friends, there is no reason to go and do it again. There's not. It's going to end up bygones being bygones. So in the present now, yeah, do not confront it without, with any messages. You just keep yourself blocked from these people. They just want havoc. Okay, I don't care what the situation is. It's havoc. It's bad messages. And it's crazy because even if they want to confront you about the situation, it's not to fix anything. Okay, so right now you just keep yourself where you're supposed to be doing. Do not take any action on that because it's not going to do anything. Yeah, it's not satisfactory. It does nothing. If they are trying to confront you, they just want to fight still. It feels like because you will not answer their messages, they're becoming impatient with you. It's almost like they want this argument to continue. It could be them and another person as well, trying to weaken you down. But I think the more that you ignore them, you're weakening them down. And that's why they're getting impatient. That's why they're getting pissy, because they really just want to actually keep this going. What is wrong with people? Why? What, don't you have anything else to do in life besides sit over here and do things like this? I mean, look, you're over here dreaming and going to work and doing the things that are important, and they're so worried about this confrontation. They need something else to do. They need a hobby, and this is not, maybe this is their hobby, right? Sorry. I just, But anyways, you have this generous offer coming from a Empress over here. Love that. Look at that. You got this, could be a Libra, it could be a Taurus, could be even a Capricorn, coming towards you. Could be your mom who's giving you a generous offer. They could be a mom. They could, somebody who has a high seat as an Empress. Could be an older woman, male. However it is, it does feel like they are giving you a generous offer. They are helping you along the way. If you know that you're leaving your work because these coworkers are a pain in your butt and they're talking crap, they're doing this and that, making your life miserable, and you're moving on from that, you are going to have this beautiful, generous offer coming from this Empress. I don't care if it's male or female. It's just showing that they're nurturing, they're patient, they care, and they want to offer you this. So wait for that offering. Okay, so everything's going to be okay, and you will have your victory in the end. If you have this woman over here, maybe she's going to take care of this confrontation between you and this other person. Okay, so however it's going to work out, you'll know when the time comes. But the point is, especially if it resonates, but the point is that you have the victory. Do not allow this person to continue to get underneath your skin, because it feels like one of those things where I'm trying to ignore you and I'm moving on from that and I'm just trying to go to work, but it's almost like your energy, your mouth, your stuff keeps following me. Leave me alone. Getting on my nerve. Okay, taking the lead. You're not going to give it, look, you're not going to give it any more attention, because you're not going to allow them to get into your psyche anymore. So it's pretty much like I said, you're leading yourself away from that situation, and they don't really have any pull anymore either. With the Queen of Wands over here, wow, look in the near future, all the creativity, all the beautiful Leo coming out. Look at the intentions, taking the action where action is really needed. Getting back to the intentions and taking on the courageous, strong-willed pieces of life. Not allowing this person to have any kind of lead or anything within you, right? They have no pull, no say anymore, because what's going to happen within this present now is going to lead you away from that situation with the Three of Pentacles. So you're going to be limelighting in a different way. The Five of Swords is losing its energy. They have nothing to say. They cannot take your swords away anymore, my friends. They don't have anything. So they're going to move on. As you're moving on, the situation will start coming to a close. Yes, they're still showing that they're false friends. They're still showing falsified, trying to have falsified action. But the problem is they have no power with the lead upside down. There's no more power. You know what happens when people lose power? Then they can only just, nobody cares about that. It's when you're actually, in my day-to-day life, actually, doing something disruptive to my life, to my health. But once it starts settling down, they can sit over there and bicker and underneath their breath, because you know what's going to happen? No one is listening anymore. So because they lost that energy, they lost that power, they lose everything. If they believe that the grass is greener, then they can move on to where the grass is greener. Goodbye. Because no matter what, you're moving on to where the grass is greener. You're going somewhere else that makes you happy. And through the communication, you will get there, knowing that this is not it, and finding the right place for yourself. The communication in the near future also is very good, because you're communicating with the right people, right? You're setting yourself on this different kind of pedestal, being noticed and seeing rewards coming in all the right areas. You could have this beautiful King of Swords coming in. It could be an Aquarius. It could be anybody. Okay, it's just talking about the communication of what is going on as you're moving towards greener grass, greener pastures. As you're moving into that area, you're going to notice that you're getting what you need, and feel the cycle. Oh my gosh, you feel the cycle changing, not only from walking out of one chapter of this BS, but also walking straight into the Wheel of Fortune. So it's not just, Spirit is saying, it's not just the cycle change of one little piece. I'm going to rearrange everything, because I'm sorry, friends, this is nonsense. No one needs to deal with that. You're more worried about what you need in life. We don't need all these are too many little bumps. But I do believe too, as Mercury retrograde starts going out, come on guys, just go away already, because then we have another one come back in 2 months. So whether or not it's actually going to start going away after Mercury retrograde starts going back next month in March, or is it going to actually start settling itself down? But remember, Pluto in that south node, north node, whatever node, I think it's south node, who cares? The point is, it's karmic as well. So once it really settles in, also, I think on the 22nd, Pluto really lands, right, into that south, I think it's south node. You guys can also do your homework on that and Google it for me. It's been a while since I looked at it. It doesn't matter. What it's doing is it's going to bring up this karmic. So therefore, it's going to bring up, oh, okay. So I think it's going to actually start settling it down for you guys as you guys are moving this way. You understand what I'm saying? It almost feels like you guys are moving in this wobble. But the good thing is having the World and the Wheel of Fortune is actually going to straighten it out, and you're going to feel so much more balanced, and it's going to put you exactly where you need to be. It's going to say, okay, well, all the karmic is done now, so we're going to go from one karmic to the other karmic. That's just too much karmic going on right now. But it's finally going to settle itself. So you can say the dust storm is going to settle. Okay, so it might be a little dusty when you walk in, but overall, you're going to have this beautiful new cycle that's going to put you where you're supposed to be. It's really going to be bad for them, though, because what are you going to do when you go from one karmic stage to another karmic stage and you're causing all this karmic into another karmic? Come on, guys, think about that, right? I wouldn't want to be the one that has to deal with Lady Karma, and, you know, I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. And if I do, God bless me, right? Better figure it out. Okay? It looks great, my friends. Till next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.